Hello. I'm going to be talking about another book, and this time I'm going to be talking about the Dean Koontz book, Intensity. This was released, I believe, back in the mid-90s, I think 95. I didn't finally read this until a few years ago. I basically remember seeing the promos for the television adaptation, which was a miniseries on Fox back in the late 90s, and then I learned about the issue with the film High Tension. After I looked that movie up, I read that at the very bottom, whenever it says reception, about how people were accusing that movie of ripping this book off. Then I watched Horror Geek talk about High Tension, and he pointed that out as well. So I finally read the book, and just a few days ago, well, last week, I finally saw High Tension. It was on Tubi, so I said, I'll check it out. I can easily understand why people were saying that movie ripped this book off. It literally does copy a lot of it, especially the home invasion, the gas station, and the a girl getting kidnapped. Yeah, only the difference is there's no multiple personality plot twist in this. This book is about a woman named China who goes to visit, goes with her friend to her family, and stay with them for a little while. And then the main villain, I have a hard time saying his name. Angler Foreman Vest. Right there. I cannot pronounce that well. He shows up, kills the parents of her friend, of China's friends. Then he abducts China's friend. Then he kills China's friend. China sneaks aboard the RV. They drive off. She finds another dead body. They go to a gas station. She sneaks out. She tells the gas station attendants, "Don't tell him I'm here." He fills the RV with gas, kills the gas station attendants, turns off all the power, smashes all the phones, and then leaves. She uses one of the gas station's of the attendants' car to go after him with the gun, just like in High Tension. Only she ends up getting ahead of him, smashes it, puts it on the road, and then whenever he pulls over to get the car out of the way, she sneaks back in and anybody sees her, so he knows there's going to be an ambush. And then he lives in this, man, he's got himself a home, and he's got all these Dobermans as guards and all that stuff. And he's got another woman, I believe her name is Ariel, in his basement. And he brings her souvenirs from when he kills people. But unfortunately, China gets caught. He restrains her. But when they fight in the kitchen, he's a neat freak. She pulls out a drawer and spills utensils all over the floor. And he goes, "Great, now I have to wash all those before I can put them back." Yeah, that's a recurring cliche with Dean Koontz with villains. A lot of them are neat freaks. I think he did the same thing with the, oh, come on, Scott. You just read that book a few years ago. The good guy, the main villain in that. That guy was also a neat freak. Yeah. And, well, China gets restrained, and then he says he's going to bed, and I don't want to hear a peep at you. When he gets up, he then heads off to work, and then she breaks free from the chain. She breaks the chair. She uses a drill to get rid of the shackles on her feet, and then she has to get Ariel to get the cuffs off her hands with I believe it's a power drill. She then dresses up in defense gear for the Dobermans, and then she ends up killing one of them and whenever he gets inside the RV, but she ends up throwing up when she does that and then, well, she gets Ariel out of there, and well, she sees a cop car. She stops only to find out it's the main villain because he's actually the local sheriff. Now, his reason for this is just for the title, the intensity. That's why he just kills at random. He's just one of those guys, but he's a dang psycho. He murdered his parents because he was mad that they punished him for torturing his neighbor's cat. Oh boy, he burns them alive. Then he goes to live with his grandmother. He kills her because she doesn't keep the bathroom clean enough to his liking. Then he gets adopted, murders his adopted parents the same way that he did his parents. He burned them alive. But he gets an ironic death. When he stops the RV, it tips over, gasoline leaks out. China has a lighter. She lights it up and ignites him. After that, she then takes in Ariel. So it does have a happy ending. Oh, but man, after I watched High Tension, yeah, I saw everything. I now know all the stuff. I don't think it's a bad movie. But yeah, the twist could have been thrown out the window. The only twist this book has is the issue where it's revealed that Edgar's also a cop, because China does find files about with officers on them, and it's not until she stops the cop car when she finally wakes up and realizes, oh, that's why he has those, because he's a cop too. I still haven't seen the TV adaptation. Oh, what's his name? John C. McGinley. I hope it's his name. Like, plays the main villain in that, and although I don't think this is it's not in the book, but the part where in High Tension where the motorist gets killed with a power saw, there is I do believe there is a scene in the TV adaptation where Edgar, I'm hoping I say his name right, does do this does do something similar to that, but I think it's with a shotgun. I have to watch it. I really need to watch that miniseries. It's a two-parter though, and well, I'm pretty sure it is faithful to this, because this is a really easy book to follow. It's easy to memorize, and it's a real page turner. Once you read this, you're just not going to stop. I went through it, and I'm not exactly a fast reader, but I think it took me maybe a little bit less than 2 months, because yeah, I'm not that fast of a reader, and even though I said it's a real page turner, I still got entertained and turned the page when I read. But usually I only like to read at my lunch breaks when I'm at work, which is 45 minutes, and after I eat, I just like to read a few pages. But this one I went through a little bit fast, but on my off days, I just don't show an interest in reading. But yeah, you're probably going to laugh at me for saying, well, it's a real page turner, Scott. You still look like you took your time to read it, and yes, I'm doing that. I'm still working on that book, The Entity, and I've been working on that for almost 3 months now. It might take even longer. I only got 60 pages left of that dang thing. Oh, God, I gotta start reading a lot faster. Well, if you haven't read this book, check it out. If you've seen High Tension and you read this book, you're then going to be looking at the director with a frown, because he did admit he read the book. He did read the book. Because I even read that on Wikipedia. You can imagine that interview. That sounds a lot like Dean Koontz's novel Intensity. Yeah. Have you ever read that book? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I would have definitely had fun with that guy if I was that interviewer. Well, once again, check the book out. Yeah, it's fun. It's a real page turner, like I just said. And yeah, you're gonna love when Edgar gets it at the end, and I'm hoping I'm saying his name right. Oh boy.